Hobby Lobby's needlework clearance was early this year by a couple of weeks. Hobby Lobby's yarn clearance is early this year by months. I'm Michelle. This is my Romantic Tangle. About 8 days ago, I started getting comments on some of my other videos that Hobby Lobby's yarn was on sale already. I am so grateful for the ladies who took time out of their schedules to tell me that, because I could have missed it. I have not even been thinking about Hobby Lobby's yarn clearance yet. I was barely starting to think about the needlework. I got a chance to go to the store on the 14th. They were just starting to mark down needlework, and we're going to mark down yarn later in the day, so come back tomorrow, which is great if you live in the same town as the Hobby Lobby, not so great for me. So I got some needlework stuff later in the day. There's a video for that. I did not have the opportunity to go back. It is March 18th today as I film this. I went to the store that is closer to home, and they were just starting to mark down yarn. I could not have timed it better if I had known what I was doing. She was just getting to the aisle with the stuff that I would have wanted. So I have a little bit of a haul here. It was conservative this year, which is okay because I own yarn. There were some things I was hoping for. Some of them I got, some of them I did not. It is all fine either way. The thing that I most hope for and am most likely to actually knit in the near future, I have got. So the first thing I was keeping my eyes open for were these Knitter's Pride interchangeable needles. When they mark these down, some of them are 89 cents, some of them are 99 cents, depending on the size. And these are loose needle tips that screw into long cables. They are what I use for knitting all the shawls I've been doing. These are also interchangeable with the Knit Picks tips and cables. So I bought a bunch of these tips on clearance, have been using my Knit Picks cables. And today they had three sets of cables on sale. I didn't even look at how long these were. These 60 inches. So these are great. And I bought, I think, 8 different tips in every size, one each of every size I am likely to use. If you do a lot of knitting, they tend to break. They're great. They last forever. But then you put your knitting on the couch and a sun comes and plops down and suddenly you don't have knitting needles anymore. So I'm a big believer in keeping spares. I was so tickled to find these for 62 cents, but even more tickled to find out that the full price is $2.49. Why did I not go buy more of these sooner? That makes no sense at all. And I got a really cute little fob for my... It would be for my keychain, but my husband, when he drives my car, sticks the keys in his pocket, and my last one met a sad fate and broke, so I may put this on a project bag or somewhere else. I got 3 skeins of Yarn Bee Nature's Nook. The color is moss, and it is a acrylic lyocell flax blend, 180 yards. I love the color, love the texture, love knitting shawls, as you know. And 3 skeins of Cotton et Lin in apple cider, because again, I love the color, love the texture. I could knit shawls from now until doomsday. And then I am fascinated by these pigment and fiber multicolor packs. I still have not broken into one and used it, but $2.24 for 600 and some yards of yarn. This one is Arcadian Sky, and the other one they had is called Green Thumb. These are acrylic wool nylon blend, fingering weight, and I am going to figure out what to do with these. It might not be today, but it will happen, and you know, $2. I'm not feeling a lot of pressure. What I was hoping I would be there for was the Patons Croy sock yarn, because that is one of my favorite sock yarns. The lady doing the pricing had her cart blocking a lot of stuff she had already marked down, and I was trying to wait at a respectable distance. She asked if the cart was blocking stuff I wanted to look at Pat, and I said, no, I'm not being a pest, but waiting for you to get to the sock yarn, because if I left, there was zero chance there would be any when I got back. She marked the sock yarn down. So this is Pattern Croy in brownies. This is Pattern Croy in blue striped rag. I might already have this in my stash, but if I do, that is not the worst thing that could happen. This one is called Adrift. Isn't that beautiful? I just really like this stuff. And the other Hobby Lobby I went to, they were almost completely out of the Pattern Croy even before the markdowns. So I didn't think I would get any of these new colors that I've been coveting. This one is Northern Lights, purple and blue, and just... This one is Midnight Orchid. I heard someone else talking about this on her channel, and I heard her wrong, thought she said Midnight Orchard. Now I really want to see what color Midnight Orchard would be, because that sounds like the best Halloween color ever. And they had solids, which they have not had before. The name of this one is Flax. I think I got 3 skeins of flax. I got 4 skeins of salt water because solid colored socks. Yes, please. And I got 3 skeins of plum, which is beautiful. The 3 skeins is because these are only 166 yards a skein, and I am a women's size 11 shoes. So either I will need to break into that 3rd skein to get what I want as far as cuff length, or it'll be heels and toes for something else. Either way, I am happy. And that is my yarn haul, which if you've seen yarn hauls from previous years that I've done, I was good. I have heard so many rumors and so much speculation about Hobby Lobby and what they are or aren't doing with their yarn section and their needlework section and the rest of the store, and I'm just crossing my fingers and hoping for the best. I hope we will have more yarn to knit with, more stuff to stitch with. I'm glad that I was warned that it went on sale early, because I wouldn't have been that sad if I'd missed it, but I'm glad I got there. I am so glad to have new needle tips, because I'm working on multiple shawls at once, because one of them needs a lace edging and one of them needs this and one of them needs that. So having more sets of needles to be able to start more projects on, that is always a good thing. And I like having projects in different stages, because I have one that needs a lace edging, so I can start something else and have it ready to go on autopilot while I'm waiting for the moment that it's time to work on something more complicated. Did you get yarn at Hobby Lobby? Do you hope to get yarn at Hobby Lobby? I am surprised that my stores are running so far behind what feels like everyone else's, but of course the other people who haven't been marked down yet are not making videos with hauls because they have no hauls yet. So maybe there's more out there. There are 2 more stores that I potentially have access to, although I don't know if I'm going to make the time to drive out there or not. I've got a lot going on right now, and I don't know that my plans necessarily have room for more Hobby Lobby, especially not when I now have sock yarn and needles for my existing shawl yarn. I should just play with what I've got. I was hoping for yarn cakes. Even though I just did a video about how I have no business buying any more yarn cakes, I was kind of hoping for yarn cakes. Maybe it's good that they didn't have any. Thanks for watching. I'm Michelle. This is my Romantic Tangle. I'll be back with you with more videos soon.